Well, with all the attention placed on football, it is easy to overlook other sports in the fall.
That's right, but in our next report, we take a look at a sport that some call elegant violence. On our first installment of Sports School, Pete DeLuca answers the question, what is rugby?
Sport of rugby, can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Rugby?
Rugby, I don't know anything about it.
I believe it's an Australian sport.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Do you know what rugby is?
Yes.
Can you tell me?
It's like a game like soccer, isn't it?
I gotta ask you a question that's been bothering me. Rugby. Have you ever heard of the sport of rugby?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No, I haven't.
You don't know anything about it?
No, I don't.
Oh, gosh. All right, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir, I gotta ask you a question.
For what?
Rugby. Have you ever heard of the sport of rugby?
No.
Never heard of it?
Nope.
You don't? Never? Do you know what rugby is? No? All right, thanks a lot. Can I ask you a question, sir? Rugby. Have you ever heard of the sport?
No, can't say the hell.
You haven't? I mean, I think it's a sport played in overseas. You ever heard of it? Nothing?
Nothing.
Couldn't tell me anything about it?
No, not today.
Rugby. What is rugby anyways? As you can tell, not many people know, and those who do, they don't know how to play it. So to cure my need to know, I tried a more scholarly approach. Rugby, one of the two principal varieties of football, played by 15 men aside with an oval ball, handling permitted. Yeah, that tells me a little bit more, but it doesn't do the sport justice.
It's a gut game for sure. Intestinal fortitude is a good term for it.
This is just new.
There's too many breaks in football.
And it needs to come back because it's real.
Get up there, John.
The playing field is 110 yards long and 75 yards wide, slightly larger than in football. The ball, well, it's larger too, but it's less pointed at the ends and softer. The players, far from soft.
You got 80 minutes of just pure adrenaline rushing through you, and it's the ultimate high. No blocking, no anything. It's you against them. It's 15-on-1, really.
The goal of the game is identical to football, but the point system isn't. A touchdown, or try, is only 3 points, while the point after, or conversion try, is worth 2. Teams can also score on penalty kicks and drop kicks. Both tally 3 points. However, the drop kick is considerably harder. The game is continuous and rarely interrupted. It may seem confusing, but it's exciting to watch. And to those who play it, it's even more exciting.
Well, a lot of people think it's like Smear the Queer, but we do have a few rules involved, so it's not, that primitive. But it's a real fast-paced game that it's just a lot of fun.
Pete DeLuca, Sportswatch tonight.
I know one thing, I would not want to be at the bottom of that pile. I think Pete was at the bottom trying to discover exactly what rugby is all about.
You may be right, but I don't know. Can you see DeLuca playing rugby?
No.
No, neither can I. Hey, don't forget tonight, Game 2 of the National League Championship Series, Braves and the Pirates, Steve Avery against Zane Smith.
It's going to be a great one.
It should. We're out of time. We'll see you tomorrow night, folks. Good night.
Good night, folks.